Welcome back to my channel. My name is Khadija Tadeshola, and in my channel I talk about everything related to women and midwifery. So if this is your first time in my channel, kindly stick around, watch this video to the end, and if it's really something you did like, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you do this, it will increase my engagement and YouTube will recommend my videos to other people looking for similar information. So today's video is going to be about my really personal experience with childcare and NHS work. As you all know, if you've been following my channel, I actually had my baby months back and I had to resume back to work earlier than 1 year because I wasn't entitled to the full maternity. Wow! Yes. If you are a midwife and you just got to your trust and you want to wonder and you're trying to get pregnant and you're wondering whether you will be entitled or not, there are some videos in my channel which I already talk about, NHS maternity pay and your entitlement, how to calculate your entitlement and all of that. So if that is you, check my channel and try to look at the videos and try to watch it, try to comment and also share. So this video, yes, it have a lot of people struggling. Basically, if you have a baby or you are pregnant, you'll be having your baby soon, please, I think, and you have a space, the best thing is for you to invite someone from back home if you can. There are lots of factors that relate to that. Sometimes people don't even have somebody they can invite, and sometimes they've got somebody they can invite and there is no space, because space is actually one important thing. And another time there is the space actually, and sometimes people like their privacy and all of that, so you have to weigh your options. So the best thing is for you to invite someone. A lot of people have been inviting some people, their relative, and they're really getting the visas actually. So it's possible. Just go to the gov.uk website and see what are the requirements for visitors visa, make the application, and once it's granted, book the flight and just then you'll be chilling. So that's the best way. Now, for people like us, who doesn't have those support, like who for one reason or the other cannot invite somebody in, what do we do? Another thing I will say is, depending on you, so first thing is make up your mind. Yeah, you've got to do this, you've got this, you actually have to do it. Now you survive the whole process of childhood and all of postpartum, and you are now returning back to work. How do you feel? What's the best way for you to do it? Okay, I think for me, I first of all was doing when I was maternity leave, so I did a keep in touch. So on maternity leave, you are entitled to 10 days keep in touch. Okay, this 10 days keep in touch, it means that you can, throughout your 1 year maternity leave or whatever number of leave you take, you are entitled to go to work 10 days, and it's not compulsory, so it's just an entitlement. If you go to work, you will be paid separately, okay, and it does not affect your maternity pay. Okay, so this is for you to like see how your body is, see if your body is really ready to go back to work. You can use the keep in touch days to do your trainings, because sometimes you are already lacking behind in trainings because they are yearly trainings. So if you're on a maternity leave for 1 year, definitely you have some trainings that you need to do, so you can use it to do your training. You can also use it to work clinically to see how okay your body is going to carry it. You can book for any hours, it's just a day. So even if you go to work for 1 hour in a day, so it's already count for 1 day. Okay, and even if you do 6-hour shift, it's already count for 1 day, and if you do 12-hour shift as well, it's already count for 1 day. So that's about the keep in touch thing. Did I do keep in touch? Yes, I did it. How do you do the keep in touch? So if you are interested, number one thing is for you to look at your trust policy. Okay, and once you go to your trust policy, the maternity pack, it is in there. So it mostly says that you inform your manager. So you have to send an email to your manager to say that, okay, I'm so person, I'm interested in keep in touch, I'm still on maternity leave. So then you will tell your manager which days you would like to work. Okay, so in this keep in touch, you have the right to pick the particular days you want to work, the kind of shifts you want to do, how many hours you want to do, and if you want to do training. Okay, then the manager will put it in your rota. Okay, and you will get paid separately for it. If you do this and then you can use it to practice how you really want to do, if your baby will really cope in. So basically, because when I was at home, I haven't left my baby to go anywhere before, because I'm obviously at home, so she's always with me. So I did a keep it touching. Number one, to see how my body will carry the shift, and number two, to see how my baby will cope, okay, by leaving her at home. And obviously I only have myself and my husband, so when I leave my baby at home, she's definitely with her dad. Okay, the very first day I did this, she actually cried. Okay, then the next day, I think I did a day training. So the next day she only cried. The training ended by 4:30. So the dad said she only started crying by 3:30. Okay. Also, and after then I guess to resume work. So when I resume back to work, another thing is when you are resume back to work, you are now entitled to flexible working hours because you've not got a baby. So on the basis of childcare, you can fill the flexible working hour for whatever reason. It is left to your manager to consider it or not. It is not compulsory for them to accept your flexible working hours request, but you can discuss with your manager to see what work best and what they can offer. Okay, so I did the flexible working hours in such a way that when I'm at work, my husband is at home to take care of my baby. Okay, at one point as well, the flexible working hour in most cases depends on your manager and your trust policy. They may have to be reviewing it every 3 months or 6 months, depending on what your request is. Okay, another thing is, once you go to work, you keep your baby. So depends on how your baby is, you check your baby's routine and check your husband work as well. So you try to like manage it together, but you're entitled to flexible working hour. You can do it. Another thing some people want to do is reduce the working hours. So depending on your situation, some of us are on work visas, so we're still taking visas. So there is minimal, to what hours we can reduce. Okay, this information you should actually check on gov.uk to see if how many hours you can actually reduce your hours to. I know they can reduce, but I haven't reduced my own, but I know they can reduce. Please check to see how far you can reduce it to, and check what kind of shifts you can do to make it more flexible for you. So for me, I do night shifts. Some of us don't like night shifts, so for me, I do night shifts. One, it's make my baby sleep better at night, so I do night shifts so that she don't get to miss me much, because normally she sleep at night anyway. Sometimes I come back in the morning before she even wake up, so she just miss me for that couple of times before she sleeps in the night. Some babies don't sleep at night, so then it's going to be stressful for the dad to monitor her in the night. So you might want to be doing day shift so that then you can take care of your baby at night. But in all, regardless of whatever shifts you do, it's really not that easy. But you just pray for it to be easy for you and try to just cope with it. And one thing is this: in this UK, until your children actually enter secondary school, is always graduating from one thing to the other. Now, when the baby starts school now is another thing, because you then have to be picking the baby from school, drop the baby to school and all of that. So in that case, even if I'm still doing a night shift, then that means when I come in the morning, I might not be able to sleep. I'll go drop her in school, then I have to wake up at one point to go pick her again, and have to, okay, when is the dad coming, this and that. So it's always from one struggle to the other if you decide to have a child in this UK. However, at the end of the day, we all know that it's going to worth it. I think I saw a post, is it by Elon Musk, that says that children actually bring a kind of joy or happiness that nothing else brings. So, and for those of you that are still looking for a baby, that is open for God to bless you with any form with child. I pray that this year, as you're watching this video, I'm not like a prayer warrior, no. As you're watching this video, I pray Allah bless you with a righteous husband, okay? And I pray that Allah make it easy for you. For those of us pregnant and or for those of us ready to resume back to work and you're struggling and you are thinking in your head that how am I going to do it? You can do it. I did it. A lot of people are doing it as well. So the first thing you do is it's better for you to consider keep in touch if you can. This help you to see how your body is ready to go back to work and how your baby will cope when you leave the baby. If you decide to take a 1 year maternity leave, I encourage start to consider the keep in touch from like 6-7 months, because then you can use just 1 day in a month or 2 days in a month. You're only entitled to 10 days for the whole 1 year, so you can do 2 days, 3 days. You can do 1 day in a month. I think then I did 1 day in a month. So you can do 1 day in a month, you can do 2 days in a month, you can do training days, you can do clinical days, you can do 6 hours, you can do 3 hours, you can do 1 hour, you can do 12 hours, depending on how you want to do it. So this will help you to try to integrate into the system. Another thing is utilize your flexible working hours. So do the flexible working hours. Arrange with your husband to check your husband's schedule and your baby, see how your baby is doing as well. Then you use it to book your flexible working hours. Another option to explore is reducing your working hour. Another thing is make sure you utilize your leave. So book your leave. So normally it's encouraged for you to book your leave every 3 months, right? So what I did is after 1 month of me resuming, 1 month of 3 weeks, I book a leave, okay? Then another thing is after again, so like for instance now, I resume back to work in February, I have leave in March, I have leave in April, and I didn't have any leave in May. This is June, I have leave again, and I have leave in July as well. So the minimum leave I have is like 5 days at least, or 1 week. So that makes you to be resting in between your shifts. So then after this June leave, I have another leave in July. Then after that one, the next one will be in November. So now for the couple of months when I resume back, so in July my baby will be 1 year. So for the couple of months when I resume back, I've been having leave every month. So then from July, so my baby is 1 year. She's more like, so I can drop her even when I'm going to work now. So my plan is, okay, my baby will not be with anybody until she is 1 year. So I have to struggle with the shifts with my husband. So why I do this is, it's not necessarily that there's nobody for me to drop my baby for. Number one, I don't like stressing other people, so because she stays quite small and she can't really do things on her own. If she wants to eat, you have to be feeding her. But from 1 year, she might still eat a little bit by herself, or then she will get to scatter the floor, do a lot of things. So, and for my personal reasons as well, so I just be like, okay, I want to be dropping my baby at least when she's from 1 year. Another thing is, once she gets 1 year as well, I can now say, okay, so I'm looking for Childminder. And of course, Childminder fee is not free. £6 per hour. That's what I check. And if you register with the call Childminder that are registered with council, it means that if your baby did not go, you have to pay monthly. I think it's minimum of £500 monthly, and whether the Childminder is on leave, you have to pay as well. So this is things you have to consider. Another thing is, these children are small, they actually need you, so you have to be doing a lot of parenting things. So you have to consider what you want and what you are trying to do. So my plan is, when my baby is 1 year, then I can drop her with Childminder or with any of my colleagues. So another thing you can do with the Childcare is, if there are a lot of people in your area, try to have community engagements, talk to people, to friends. Then you can, when you are home, they can bring their babies to you, and when you are not home as well, you can take your child to them. So that can also help with the childcare thing and the NHS work. And whenever you go to work, try not to just do work. When you go home, do home thing. Don't think about work when you are home. Try to do whatever you need to do and just go home and rest, okay? And yes, the most importantly, flexible working hour, your leave, and yeah, that's basically it. Now obviously, if you want to do bank sheet wise, I've not done any bank sheets in that resume to work. Yes, but you can if you want to. Obviously, it has to do with your husband if he's happy to take the child or something. Okay, so if this was interesting for to watch, please, now, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.